Our next guest immigrated to New York from Guyana when he was just 7 years old. He remembers the years his parents had to wait for visas to come to the United States, the hard decisions they had to make, including leaving a sick child behind and the hours of studying they had to do to pass the naturalization test. In a new op-ed, he explains why that experience shows him President Trump is right on immigration, writing, quote, "Today, if somebody hops the U.S. border and gives birth to a child, that child gets the exact same benefit that took my parents 8 years to achieve. That's a huge flaw in our immigration system." The author of that op-ed joins us right now. Neil Gouveia is a higher education fundraiser, and he joins us live in New York. Neil, good morning to you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
What a story you've got. When you were a child, your parents decided we are going to take a risk. We are going to go to the United States. You had nothing, but they did it anyway, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. America's a land of opportunities, and this is a place where we could create our own destiny, so it was definitely worth it.
And when they came here from Guyana, they decided, you know what, rather than just melt into the landscape and hide, we're going to do it the right way.
Absolutely. You follow the rules. There was no skipping the line. There was a lot of patience.
Right.
And so we just had to really take our time and let things unfold.
But why did they decide we're going to follow the rules? We're going to sign the guest book. We're going to wait it out.
Because that was the only option. We wanted to be productive members of society. We came to assimilate, to integrate. We wanted to be members of the American culture.
And in the beginning, it was tough. I think I read that your father died when you were 9 years old. He was a cleaner, and he sold fruit, and he lived a tough life, but it was all to get you kids ahead.
Well, it was actually my my little sister that eventually passed away, who we had to leave behind.
Okay.
And yeah, she initially wasn't able to come to the United States because there's a strict physical you have to go through to come to the United States. So initially she didn't pass, she didn't make it. So we had to make that journey to bring her back the legal way, you know,
right,
taking the proper steps. And so once she was here in the United States, she eventually passed away. But you know, it's still a journey we had to take.
Absolutely. Tell us why you feel, as an immigrant who did it the right way, that the president is right on immigration.
Well, it's really important to enforce that this is a country of rule and laws, and we have to let people know that, you know, that these rules were set up so they could be followed. We, people like me and my family, we took the long way, but we had to be really patient about it. Mm-hmm. But this is the way to do it. There's no other way. And if you want to be productive members of society in this country, you have to just follow the guidelines.
Mm-hmm. You live in New York City, and you have a conservative point of view. Where'd that come from?
Well, this all happened in 2016 when I just started thinking for myself, looking through a different outlook, meeting other conservatives, and I realized that, you know, conservatives were now out to get me. They just had they don't want certain ideologies forced upon them. Right. And so through dialogue and exchange, I realized I actually have a lot in common with this group of people.
Sure. You know, the U.S. Congress had a chance to do something in the past year on immigration reform. Obviously, you want more people to come to the United States legally, but right now the system's screwed up.
Absolutely. I think what President Trump is suggesting is actually these are things that are already practiced in Australia and Canada. Merit-based immigration system where you invite people over who want to be part of, who want to be embrace our ways of life, our values, which are very important. In addition to having skills that fit the society.
You're proud to be an American, I can tell.
Absolutely. Hardcore.
All right. Well, it's great to make your acquaintance, Neil Gouveia. We thank you very much for joining us live.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Neil. All right.